Are you taking Tadalafil but feel like it's not providing the full effect you were expecting? Or perhaps you're unsure about the best way to use it. Should you take it every day or only when you need it? You're not the only one, and these are exactly the questions you should be asking. In this video, we're going to cut through all the confusion and address the 4 most crucial questions about Tadalafil. And most importantly, I'll provide 4 practical, science-supported tips you can apply to significantly boost its effectiveness and get the results you've been seeking. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable content like this. So, before we dive deeper, take a second to comment below with the word boost if you're looking for that extra edge with your Tadalafil use. This will let us know you're engaged and following along. Question 1. Tadalafil, or the little blue pill. Which one is better? Before Tadalafil, sildenafil, famously known as the little blue pill, was the only option. It was groundbreaking. But medical science has advanced since then. Both medications belong to the same class of drugs, called PDE5 inhibitors, and operate in a similar fashion. Yet there are 2 main differences that make Tadalafil the preferred option for most men today. The first and most notable difference is the duration of its effect. This comes down to a concept known as half-life, which refers to how long a drug remains active in your system. Sildenafil has a relatively brief half-life, with its effects lasting around 4 to 8 hours. This means you need to time it carefully. It's very much an event pill. You take it and you have a small window of opportunity. Tadalafil, however, is in a class of its own. It has a much longer half-life, with effects lasting up to 36 hours. This is why it's often referred to the weekend pill. You can take it on a Friday evening and still feel its effects on Sunday morning. This drastically changes the experience. It removes the stress of timing, allowing for intimacy to be spontaneous and natural, rather than a scheduled event on a clock. That flexibility is a game changer for many relationships. If you're following along, type 1 in the comments and hit the like button. Your engagement helps us create more helpful content just like this. The second major difference is the side effect profile. All drugs in this category can cause side effects like headaches, facial flushing, or nasal congestion because they are vasodilators, meaning they expand blood vessels throughout your body, not just where you want them to. However, studies and user feedback consistently show that Tadalafil generally has a milder side effect profile. For example, the visual disturbances, sometimes linked with sildenafil, such as seeing a blue tinge, are much rarer with Tadalafil. Many men also report less intense headaches. So, when comparing the two, although sildenafil is still effective, Tadalafil is a more modern option that offers greater flexibility, a longer duration of effect, and for many users, better tolerability. It's built for a more natural and spontaneous lifestyle. Question 2. Should I use the 5 mg daily dose or the 20 mg on-demand dose? This is a common source of confusion, but the answer really depends on your lifestyle and your goals. Let's break it down. The 5 mg daily method is exactly as it sounds. You take 1 small dose every day at roughly the same time. The goal here isn't to get an immediate, intense effect. Instead, over several days, the medication builds up to a consistent, stable level in your bloodstream. Think of it as maintaining a constant state of readiness. The primary benefit of the daily approach is spontaneity. You don't need to plan for sex. The medication is always active in your system, so whenever the moment feels right, you're prepared. This helps bring back the natural, organic feeling of intimacy that can be lost when you have to pause and take a pill. It's a great choice for men in long-term relationships or those who simply want to feel confident and ready at any moment without thinking about it. On the flip side, the 20 mg on-demand dose is the event pill model we discussed earlier. You take a higher dose about 1 to 2 hours before you expect sexual activity. This results in a higher concentration of the drug in your body, designed to provide a strong effect for a specific occasion. This might be ideal for men who engage in sex less frequently or who prefer to plan their intimate moments. So, which one is better? Honestly, neither is universally superior. It depends on what works best for you. If your goal is to restore a sense of normalcy and spontaneity to your sex life, the 5 mg daily dose is an excellent choice. If you have sex less often and prefer to plan, the 20 mg on-demand dose may suit you. However, for most people trying to overcome the psychological burden of ED, the daily method often offers more freedom and confidence. If you're finding this video helpful, type 1 to let us know what's working for you, or 0 if there's something else you'd like us to cover. Your input directly shapes what we create next, so thank you for being part of this journey. Question 3. I've had a heart attack before. Is it safe for me to take Tadalafil? This is a crucial question and has been surrounded by a lot of misinformation. The short answer is that for most men with a history of stable cardiovascular conditions, yes, Tadalafil is safe. In fact, it may even be beneficial. Let's explore why. As we've covered, Tadalafil is a vasodilator. It works by widening blood vessels and enhancing blood flow. This effect is not confined to just the penis, it occurs throughout the body. Because of this, Tadalafil actually causes a slight decrease in blood pressure. Because of this, it's even being used to treat other cardiovascular issues. So, where did the fear come from? The real risk, and the one rule you must follow, is this. You should never take Tadalafil alongside nitrates, a class of heart medications. Nitrates are also powerful vasodilators, typically prescribed for chest pain or angina. Combining two strong vasodilators can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure, which can be life-threatening. That's the key contraindication. For a man with a stable heart condition who isn't on nitrates, the medication itself is very safe. The real concern isn't the pill, it's the physical activity. Sex is a form of exercise, and your doctor will need to assess if your heart is healthy enough to handle the exertion. If you can climb 2 or 3 flights of stairs without experiencing severe chest pain or shortness of breath, you're likely safe for sexual activity and therefore safe to use Tadalafil. So the myth that these pills cause heart attacks is just that, a myth. The issue lies in the combination with nitrates and your heart's overall fitness. Question 4. The 4 tips to maximize Tadalafil's effect. And now for the main event. You're taking Tadalafil, you're using it correctly, but you want to see even better results. Here are 4 powerful strategies to boost its effectiveness. Tip number 1. Check your source. This may seem basic, but it's the most common reason for failure. Since Tadalafil is so widely used, there are many counterfeit and low-quality products, especially online. These fake pills may contain too little of the active ingredient or even harmful substances. Many men think the medication isn't working, when in fact they're just taking a placebo. The first step in boosting its effectiveness is to ensure you're taking the real thing. Get it from a legitimate pharmacy with a prescription. This simple step can make a huge difference. Tip number 2. Use the booster method. This is an excellent strategy for men on the 5 mg daily regimen who have a special event coming up and need an extra edge. Remember, the daily dose keeps a stable level of about 8 mg in your blood. On the day of the event, you can add an extra 5 mg or 10 mg dose about 2 hours before. This combines the steady benefit of the daily dose with the peak effect of an on-demand dose, bringing your total active level closer to a 20 mg dose for that occasion. This gives you the best of both worlds: daily readiness with a powerful boost when you need it most. Tip number 3. Combine it with L-arginine. Now we're talking about synergy. Here's the simple idea. Your erections are triggered by nitric oxide, NO. Tadalafil doesn't create nitric oxide. It works by enhancing the nitric oxide already produced by your body, making it more potent and longer lasting. So, what if you could provide your body with more raw material to produce nitric oxide? That's where L-arginine comes in. This amino acid helps your body generate nitric oxide, fueling your nitric oxide production. Combining daily Tadalafil with an L-arginine supplement, typically 1,000 to 1,500 mg daily, can create a powerful synergistic effect that many men find highly effective. Tip number 4. Check your testosterone levels. This is the foundational piece that many overlook. Tadalafil improves blood flow, but it doesn't directly impact your libido or desire for sex. That's driven mainly by testosterone. Think of Tadalafil as a top-quality amplifier. It can produce amazing results, but it needs a signal to amplify. Testosterone is that signal. If your testosterone levels are low, the signal of desire is weak. Tadalafil can amplify that weak signal, but the results may still be underwhelming. If you're using Tadalafil but not seeing great results, it's crucial to get a simple blood test to check your testosterone levels. If they're low, addressing that could be the key to unlocking Tadalafil's full potential, as well as boosting your energy, mood, and overall drive. So, these 4 tips are powerful ways to enhance Tadalafil's effectiveness, and they're crucial for anyone using the medication. Recap. Understand the difference between Tadalafil and sildenafil. Choose the dosing method that suits your lifestyle. Know that it's safe for most men, and to maximize its effect, ensure your source is legitimate. Consider the booster method. Add L-arginine for synergy and check your testosterone levels. Understanding how Tadalafil works is key to unlocking its full potential and regaining control of your confidence and intimate life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Gentlemen, if today's video helped you protect your health, your confidence, or your energy, you can now say thanks in a special way. Just click the thanks button below the video. Your support helps me share more tips that keep men strong and healthy well past 60, and I truly appreciate every single one of you.